Hello everyone. In this video, we will look at DBMS, Database Management Systems. What is a database management system? A DBMS is a software that enables users to interact with databases. Now, we would want to ask what a database is. A database is, simply put, a database is a collection of organized tables, right? Structured tables, right? So when you have different tables, right, that are organized, right, that has rows and columns and are organized, right, with structured data and have a relationship within primary and foreign keys, we can call the combination of all those tables a database. So if I have a database, meaning I'm supposed to have different tables, organized tables within that database, right? So DBMS is a software that enables users to interact with databases. So it provides, and also a DBMS provides sets of tools and functionalities to store, organize, retrieve, and manipulate data efficiently. Right, so let's look at different kinds of DBMS that we have. We have our RDBMS, which is Relational Database Management Systems, and we have different kinds of RDBMS, and I'm sure that at least we would have we are conversant or we are familiar with one of RDBMS, one of these examples: MySQL, PostgreSQL, Microsoft SQL Server, and so on. So a relational database management system organizes data, right, in tables with rows and columns, exactly, right, structured data, and the relationships between tables are established using keys, exactly what I said initially about databases, right? They support SQL for data manipulation and query. So key takeaway, guys: your table should be structured, your data should be structured. Now we move on to the second type of DBMS, NoSQL databases. Examples are MongoDB, Cassandra, and so on. And NoSQL databases depart from the traditional tabular structure, just like we have in our RDBMS, and offer more flexibility in our data models. And they are suitable for unstructured or semi-structured data, whereas our RDBMS is suitable rather for structured data. Then we move on to the third OODBMS, which is object oriented, and this stores and allows direct manipulation of object oriented data models. They offer support for complex data structures. We move on to the fourth, hierarchical database management system. This organized data in tree-like structure where each parent node can have multiple child nodes. Right. We have next to be network database management systems. These are similar to the previous data management system that we just spoke about, hierarchical databases, but they allow more flexible relationships between nodes, right, such as many-to-many connections. Yeah. Then we move on to the next, in-memory databases. This database store data in the computer's main memory instead of usual disk storage, and this results in faster access to data and also processing of data, right? But it has limitations on the amount of data it can handle. And then we go to the last database type, DBMS type, which is new SQL database. These databases combine the scalability of NoSQL database with the ACID compliance of our usual and normal SQL database, right? And they basically aim to provide the benefit of both approaches. Now, each DBMS, which is very key for us to understand, is that each DBMS has its own strengths its features and its use cases, right? The selection of a DBMS depends on factor like the nature of the data, which is very important. So if I'm looking at if the nature of my data is a semi-structured or an unstructured data, it means that I'm supposed to consider using a NoSQL database, right? Which is basically the Cassandra type and the MongoDB and so on, right? And then the selection of a DBMS depends on factors like nature of the data, scalability requirements, performance needs, right, and specific use case, right, and what you're actually building. So it is very, very, very essential that these factors are evaluated before choosing your rightful DBMS. It's very important. So if you have tabulated data that is organized, right, in rows and columns that are structured, so you would want to lean towards your RDBMS, which is basically what we'll be looking at throughout our course. We'll be using SQLite, right? So with that, we have come to the end of this video, and I will see you guys on the next one.